I watched 2 Die Hard movies this week.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
You
The
watched
first 2.
them, or you read the Wikipedia plot description?
No, I actually watch the movies.
Honestly, anytime that I hear about you watching a movie, I feel I'm proud of you. Did you watch the Die Hard movies because we had the one episode named after John McClane?
No, I watched them because I watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Okay.
And he's
I just did that too.
And
yeah.
he's obsessed with Die Hard.
He is obsessed, and now I've seen the first 2 movies, so I get half the jokes that I didn't get before.
Remember that one episode where Santiago dresses up as
On their honeymoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
during their
Yeah.
honeymoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Hook's there being all sad and shit.
Do yourself a favor. Skip to Live Free or Die Hard, and without the context of John McClane getting slowly more and more intense, and just be like, how is this the same movie?
Is that the one with Timothy Olyphant as the
Yeah.
villain? Okay, that one was bonkers, man.
Wait,
Who?
And Justin Long?
yes.
Also, let's be real. Timothy Olyphant, he's a powerhouse.
He's really got a range, yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He was in that show with Drew Barrymore.
This
Santa
conversation
Clarita
took
Diet?
3 seconds to go over my head.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Trevor. You mentioned one piece of media that you've seen that we've all seen. We're like, oh yeah, remember this?
What
So
else did you have to
anyway-
say about it, Trevor?
Yeah, so what about Die Hard?
So this is the Never Games.
Okay.
My name is Trevor. I am CEO of Stickerbox Studios, and I'm never watching a movie again.
Can you please, just for me?
My name is Tom O'Brien, and for every one movie Trevor doesn't watch, I'll watch 2.
You'll watch as well, or
No.
You will also not watch?
That's no. Oh no. My name is Connor Provost, and my brain hurts.
And my name is Rock and Roll Noel. I just got a Costco card, so now I'm Rock and Roll Noel, everyone. I'm
Is
gonna
that what
get
it says on the Costco
Yeah, I'm
card?
gonna get 4 dozen eggs and an oil barrel full of milk and
Are you like?
rock and roll, baby.
So I
I'm missing the rock and roll connection here.
It's
How
extreme,
does-
Trevor.
It's just
It's
that it
ex-
rhymes with Noel.
It's extreme.
It's
yeah.
only that it rhymes with Noel.
You do need to wear leather jackets when you go into Costco.
It is a requirement.
Do they have them at the door?
I mean, yeah,
Like-
but they're those scuzzy, the house jacket.
Yeah.
But you have to buy 45 of them.
Just be the Michelin man walking around.
You know,
have to
I don't
wear
know
'em
if this
all.
is the case with Costco, but BJ's is another Berkeley and Jensen, who's another big wholesale club kind of situation where you buy mass bulk quantities of shit. But then they
Yeah.
also have a very small clothing department, which is what?
Yeah,
It's just very
Yeah.
unsettling. It's
and
just
also
why?
books.
Yeah, and a lot of books.
Yeah, but only it's weird because you can only buy singular books.
Right.
I'm expecting a 6-pack of the Da Vinci Code.
I should be buying this author's entire catalog.
Right.
Like-
Yeah. I want an entire dentist office full of old highlights magazines.
It's filled in and everything.
Yeah.
So Noel doesn't have to do the work.
Yeah. It's the
I
worst,
learned-
it's the worst part.
I learned from a friend of mine who works at a bookstore that sometimes rich people will come in and be like, I have a new library that I have to fill, and they'll buy books by the foot.
What?
What?
Not just be like, here's a list of books I want to own. Just like, I have 37 feet worth of bookshelf that needs
Right.
to be filled. Get me 37 feet worth of books.
Oh my
that's
god!
so terrible.
That is
Americans
the
will do.
worst type of asshole. Because
I-
like you're
Right?
not even like curating a library. You're not paying
Yeah.
attention to like. You're not even gonna be like. What he's gonna do is end up with a bunch of fucking like Dennis Lehane and like.
See, I think that like a bookstore owner would love to pick out like a bunch of like communist manifestos to throw into this rich dude's fucking
I was gonna
bookshelf.
say the complete Hardy Boys.
Yeah,
That's
Like, it's like
No, but that's what should happen as like a bookstore owner. They should just like go out of their way to throw in like random like awful propaganda and shit. It's just like
look at
and
my
here is
collection.
my library.
Why do you have 9
those
different
4
copies of
copies of
Mein
Mein
Kampf?
I was actually thinking, like, if there's a search term I could put into Google that's like basically how long is the Animorphs series?
Oh my god,
How
it
many
is
feet is
forever in a
Animorphs?
day.
But like, it's not going to be in feet, which is,
It's gonna be-
and it's
Well,
sure
look,
as hell it won't be in metric.
Each
when I-
Animorph book is probably about this thick, right? Like,
I
they're
thought you were
not-
gonna hold up an Animorphs book. They just had one on your desk.
Yeah, well, they're the best. I am holding up a small notebook that says "Ingenious Ideas, courtesy of cannabis" that my sister bought me, and it is my notebook, and I love it. And there are many like it, but this one is mine. But it's they're probably about this thick,
Half inch, third
Yeah.
inch.
half inch,
Yeah.
something like that. So
How many are in this series?
We can
I-
do this math later, you guys.
an
Yeah.
impossible amount.
Yeah.
We should move on with the episode. Noel,
Hey, this is a recap episode.
Yeah, it is a recap
Yeah,
episode.
Season
this
1 of the
is
Never
our
Games.
last vacation humor episode.
keep
Yeah,
calling
this
it
is-
vacation humor episode.
I know.
Getting back to the real serious shit next week.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
wondering if you're saying that we're taking a vacation from the humor, or if we're doing the humor now because we're on vacation. And
Yeah,
neither
both
way is
both
good.
of those things. We're taking vacation from the usual show that does have a lot of humor in it, but we are still going to be delivering the humor on our vacation. So it is our vacation humor episode.
It's like somebody who works at Sandals going to Maui.
But not going for vacation. They work there.
Yeah,
They're
right.
working
Yeah.
at a resort.
Right.
Yes. All right. It's my week. It's Super Noel 49. And let's get
You really wanted that to land, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a sec to get that joke, I'm sad to say.
All right, I guess we'll start off with some media content.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so
The Animorphs series. A review.
dude, it's so fucking long, like 4.5 feet.
You remember they made a movie. They made a movie based on those books.
Well, they also made a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
maybe
made a
I'm thinking of the TV show then.
So do you add
Um,
like the DVD covers in when you're measuring the size of the series?
What are you talking about?
God.
DVD? That was pure VHS, man.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
that was way
must be
before
a really big
DVDs.
series.
Yeah. So none of those things are in my media minute this week. I want to talk about the best video games I have played in the year 2020. Does not mean they came out in 2020. I get most of my games from Xbox Game Pass, and sometimes they come out years after the fact.
What is
Um,
Xbox Game Pass? You've mentioned that a bunch of times, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's awesome. It's basically Netflix for games. So I pay pay $15 a month. You get like 200 games, and you can just download them at will onto your Xbox.
That's kind of
That's
cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the best way.
This is kind of like Stream or
Uh,
Steam rather.
It is like Steam. Yeah.
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 PlayStation doesn't have that. Instead, they have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Which the difference there is that like every month they release two games for free.
Okay, so that's Xbox Gold. They also
Okay.
release 3 games a month that you can just have. The kick or the catch with Game Pass is if they remove it from Game Pass, you're not allowed to play it anymore unless
Ah.
you buy it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're
So-
leasing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's like the only downside, but it's really cool since Microsoft just bought out Bethesda. They're getting all the games on there. They just have Skyrim and Doom Eternal and most of the Fallouts that Bethesda did, and it's pretty cool.
Connor seems
It's also
unhappy about this.
So
it's also
upset about that merger.
for PC if you want to get it through PC. But anyway,
Wait, sorry. Tiny interjection. Did you
Sure.
see the news about Bethesda the new game that they're working on?
not Starfield. It was not Ace Ventura, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones, which is not Ace Ventura.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And also there was news today that Ubisoft is doing a open world Star Wars game.
Yes,
and
they
I
are.
can't wait for that.
That's gonna be cool. That's gonna be really good. I am cautiously optimistic for the Indiana Jones game.
Yeah.
'Cause Bethesda has sucked a hard, big old, stupid dick
And
the
they
last
have
couple times.
and
that
they
they've
have
tried to
so
release
much
a
on their
game.
plate right now with the next Elder Scrolls and Starfield before that, and another one I think they're going to
Also,
do.
did they forget that the Uncharted series exists? Like, we kind of already have that game. Like,
Yeah.
I had
We'll
for
see.
PC several years ago a like when I was a kid, an Indiana Jones game that I loved. It was Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine.
No, I thought. Oh shit! Now I
You're
have
right,
to
Connor?
remember. I have to remember what the Indiana Jones game that I played was, because I don't know that one. What is that one?
I still haven't gotten into any of my games.
I know. I'm
We can talk
sorry.
about Indiana Jones later.
Wasn't
At the
there a
same time that we're
Lego-
doing Animorphs math.
There was a Lego Indiana Jones, wasn't there?
There's a Lego
Yeah.
everything. Trevor.
Yeah, of course.
True.
Okay.
So do I have to wait for Connor, or can I just...
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I think just go for it.
Emperor's Tomb.
God damn it.
It was great.
Emperor's New Tomb?
Which Indiana Jones is
See,
turned
whenever
into
you make a
llama?
pop culture reference, like I'm always shocked by which one it's gonna be. That is a great movie, but
Yeah.
all right, let's let Noel do his thing. It is his episode. And
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
derailed it so
He's
far.
taking off his
Yeah, he's not
headphones.
even
He's not even
listening
listening.
anymore.
He's not even here.
Are you
up,
guys
Noel?
done?
We're waiting on you, bud.
Okay.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, so the first game I wanted to bring up was, oh god, Star Wars Fallen
He's
Hero.
forgotten.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was Star Wars Fallen Hero?
Jedi.
Jedi.
Fall,
Yeah.
Fallen Order. or
Fallen
something?
Order, that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. And you play this guy who is basically like the game's, Luke Skywalker. He doesn't realize he's a Jedi, but then he slowly, gets all of his mind tricks and saber tricks and all that. And the thing I loved about it was the first Star Wars game I have ever played on a console that didn't break halfway through, which I thought was really nice because I just played Star Wars Battlefield or
Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront 2. Not 20 minutes into the game, whenever I killed a stormtrooper, they would automatically start levitating, and I couldn't do any of the game anymore because it was so dumb. But yeah, it's Fallen Order is a semi-open world style. Imagine like a mix of Assassin's Creed and Tomb Raider, but you have a lightsaber also, and it's pretty cool. There are multiple paths, like a handful of paths, but they all sort of, re-diverge in the same spot. So there are some Easter eggs, but don't expect a lot. And most of those Easter eggs are mostly aesthetics based. So I just wanted to bring that up a sec. Another one I liked, I guess kind of made a comeback, was Pokemon Sword and Shield. When it first released, it was underwhelming at best. There was they introduced this really cool new thing called the Wildland. And it was basically like a third-person Pokemon, but you could actually control the camera, and you could see, all the Pokemon in it, and it had a varying legendary Pokemon depending on the weather, depending on the region, everything like that. But besides that, it was very predictable. And then they had the Tropic Isle DLC, or whatever it's called. I am fucking bumming out on names. but that was really boring as well. It only added like 4 hours of extra gameplay and not much else. But then they released the Crown Tundra, and boy, howdy, is that a good DLC. They changed a lot of different things about it. They added in this cave where you can have like a single elimination Pokemon battle until you get to like a final legendary, and you can just catch the legendary once you beat them for a guaranteed catch, mind you. So that's really cool, and you can get like, oh god, it was at least 35 different legendaries from throughout the canon.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah. Another one was, I've been playing Pokemon Ultra Moon on my DS. It's a really cool game just because it's not gym related. You have to beat stronger totem Pokemon in order to earn these badges. And then the badges sort of give you a sort of like a power move dependent on your type. And especially with Ultra Moon, since it was a remake of Pokemon Moon, the main story is only about half of it, and then I haven't even got to this part, but apparently you can go through wormholes and catch Pokemon that way. And yeah, so they
the things they let 10-year-olds do in Pokemon games.
really
Not just go off out on your own to explore the world, but take this thing that breathes fire. Feel free to go through a wormhole if you find one.
Yeah. So yeah, those are my Pokemons. Next game I wanted to talk to you about is a game called Eastshade, and I downloaded this on a whim. I had no idea what this was going to be like. It's a first-person adventure game, and oh god, like if I had a 1-second pitch, you're basically playing an NPC from Skyrim. You play this owl that is a painter, and in order to go through this pretty big open world, you have to do missions like paint, a certain, nature scene or a certain person, get back to whoever gave you that mission and get some money to move on or something like that. There's no combat. There's an extremely rich storyline, and even all the NPCs in that game, have some pretty rich, characters as well. The one bad thing about it is it seems like it's only half made. The user interface is garbage. The pause menu is, it looks literally half made. It's pixelized and half of it's missing some of the time, and it's very odd. I don't know why. I was looking online, and the reviews seem pretty positive, but no one ever really talked about, the issues that I had. Based on either functionality or gameplay glitches or anything like that. So I'm wondering if it was like a one-off or whatever. But yeah, if you like Skyrim-esque, but you want to sort of learn more about the story of the land rather than fighting, I definitely recommend Eastshade.
Cool.
And finally, for my game of the year is Hades. I talked about it a little bit in a past episode. I'm not sure if it made the final cut. So it is a top-down roguelike dungeon crawler as you play Zagreus, Hades' son, and you try and escape hell, and it's basically what it is. And every level you climb is like a different difficulty and all that. But the storyline combinations and character, friendliness combinations and sort of power-ups are absolutely endless. Each part of the dungeon you clear, you get these things called boons, which can add on like a certain percentage, but like a healthy percentage of attack, distance thrown or whatever. But you also have these weird sort of god bonuses, I guess. So if you pick up a boon from Zeus, you have like electrical powers now. If you pick up a boon from Poseidon, you can like, flood people or something like that. If you pick up a boon from Dionysus, you can
Get drunk.
you can hit someone and then they get drunk and then they like get damaged more easily.
Awesome.
And the scripting is absolutely amazing. It's they did a lot of things in this game to make it funny only one time, and I'm really appreciative of that. In your main loadout is just basically like a god dorm. So there's like a lounge, some hallways where gods are just chilling. And then there's your bedroom, and there's a bed like in the corner of it. And I'm like, this is weird because I'm fighting and I'm dying and I'm fighting and I'm dying. It's like, why the hell is there a bed there? So I clicked on it. It's like, maybe I can rest or something. And then the comment only said, you can't rest in hell. And then that was it. And that's been like that.
Okay.
But yeah, you can do so many things with this game. I have played it for, God, I think close to 55 hours, and I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm so close.
Nice.
But it's one of those things, like, it's a roguelike, so if you die once, you have to, start from scratch. It is probably one of the most entertaining games I've ever played. And it's on Switch. I heard rumors it was going to be on PC and Xbox soon, but if you don't want to wait until then, I think it's about $25. It's the best $25 I've spent this year for entertainment.
Nice.
I've heard nothing but good things about this game.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, so I guess that was sort of my semi segue into like games of the year and everything like that. Connor, if you wanted to pitch your thing.
I realized that I squandered the opportunity to talk about probably the greatest game that I've ever played in my entire life, which is the Last of Us 2. I mean, combined with the first one, there has never been a better storytelling experience in video games ever. It's beautiful. Like the both of them are absolutely gorgeous. The story is super engrossing. The second one is definitively more brutal than the first one and more violent, and it's like I've just never had a like gaming experience that is like deeply explored the human condition the way that this game has. It's unbelievable. It's like it's like heartbreaking, honestly. It's like at times it's like just emotionally like really draining. But it's like there's no better high than just getting through like some of these levels and then like coming out of it realizing that like the entire time you've been like gripping your controller like so hard that your like knuckles are white and you're like kind of shaking a little bit and you're like, oh shit, I gotta step back for a second. But yeah, it's amazing. It's a long journey, but it's very, very worth it. So that's my
Awesome.
I would actually say it's probably the best game in the last like 10 years. So
Cool.
yeah.
I did want to touch on one more thing, and that was the greatest movie I have seen this year. It is from 2012, and it is the Liam Neeson epic Battleship. And oh man,
Is that the one starring Rihanna?
Rihanna's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's starring Rihanna.
Holy shit, man. This movie is buck wild. So I was trying to figure out for the longest time what this had to do with the board game at all. And it starts off with, it's like the G8 or something like that, but it's all navies coming together at Pearl Harbor to like have fun and shoot the shit and all that. And then they play soccer games to see who's the best one. And then they play like war games to see who's the best navy. And then that's it. The aliens come next. So then so it's not a board game anymore. So the aliens come and
I forgot there was aliens in the movie.
yeah,
Battleship based on the game Battleship.
The main character, who's played by Taylor Kitsch, who I guess was in Friday Night Lights, the show. He's like the captain, and he's trying to marry Liam Neeson's daughter, and Liam Neeson is like that vice admiral of the entire fleet. But only once the aliens come, only Taylor Kitsch's it's Taylor Kitsch and one of the Japanese naval destroyers are in this alien barrier that you can't go in or out of. So Liam Neeson is just off to the side for a good portion of this movie.
Yeah.
He's only in it for about 5 minutes. And it's basically them just fighting the aliens in this bubble. But there are a lot of these weird and wacky moments. There's one scene kind of in the beginning where they're on this little sort of inflatable raft, small vessel sort of thing, and they have like their whole control panel and everything like that, but it's covered by this weird sort of film of plexiglass that you think they stole it from a museum like 2 hours ahead of time, and they forgot to like just take it off, and you can see like the characters are fumbling around it trying to get to like some switches and dials. Like it's just a litany of those things. Oh, the way they beat the aliens, spoiler alert, is they all their ships are destroyed by aliens, and they need more ships because the aliens are still the aliens are still there. And they get the USS Missouri, which is a battleship that's been retired for about 75 years now, and they get a handful of the vets who used to work on that ship.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, let's go beat the aliens. And they do this by starting this montage of getting the ship battle ready to the wondrous tune of Thunderstruck. And that's when I kind of lost it. And all these older vets are like bossing around these the Rihannas and Jesse Plemons is in it as a soldier. And all these older guys are bossing him around. There was one guy, oh my god, I felt so bad for him. He was giving out an order, and I thought he was so old, I thought his mouth was just going to like fall off. And it's like, and then they beat the aliens. But boy howdy.
Yeah.
It's on HBO.
I would recommend that you don't watch it. But
Yeah, I'm gonna probably pass on that one.
It's great, man. It knows what it is, and it knows what it is so well.
I can appreciate that.
yeah, there's something to be
If it
said
knows
for
what
that.
it is and it leans in.
Oh man,
I saw
34% Rotten Tomatoes,
Solid
41% Metacritic. Also, when a ship puts down an anchor, when they want to not anchor anymore, they just cut off the anchor. Like they just release it. According to Battleship, the movie.
Yeah, that's not true.
Sponsored by Hasbro.
That's not true.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a fact.
So they
All
raise
right.
it. They raise it back up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Of course they do.
Do all of them?
it's like a chain link.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Connecting
Yeah,
it.
but it's so heavy.
There are also chain links that a single
Yeah.
round of the link is like this big.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it just make more sense just to scrap it and
No.
How would you
keep it
cut that
going?
quickly?
No, it's
pull
just
it
like
up.
it just releases.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Battleship starring Rihanna is not factually accurate.
Well, I
Shocker.
know. I know.
So I'm sorry.
Like some of it was real.
There are boats.
Yeah, and and they do go north 71.6 degrees, and then the guy goes 71.6 degrees, aye, sir, and then he does it. That's real.
That is real. Yes.
So yeah, Battleship. It's on HBO. Give it
I
a
wanna-
shot.
Don't watch it.
It's so fucking funny.
All right.
Want to play a game?
Yeah, let's
Let's
play
play
a
a
game.
Let's play a game.
All right, so I actually forgot when I played this game because it was so long ago. This comes from episode number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Season 1, episode 2.
Look, I didn't remember that. The only way I knew that is because I went to the Good Damn It SoundCloud or Bandcamp.
Yeah,
SoundCloud?
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp. And just
Yeah.
found the title.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I just realized for the past, 20 and a handful episodes, I've been calling it the wrong name.
Yep.
So yeah, I will give it the name that I called it in the first episode or the second episode. Maserati Optimus Prime Gryffindor.
Was that
Do you wanna
correct?
do
I
the-
thought Watermelon was in there somewhere.
Yeah, I thought it was watermelon.
I thought it was Maserati
that-
Watermelon Gryffindor.
Oh, sure, it can be that too. It
I-
doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what it's written as everywhere.
Oh, okay, that too.
I think that's
do you wanna
kind
do
of the point.
Do you want to do the clip now, since it kind of it
Yeah,
basically
yeah. The game's explained in the clip here.
it starts
Yeah.
basically from 0.
Yeah.
So I want to take 3 things that you think could never be combined, and you basically have to suss out what's what. So it's basically I want to give you 3 categories and then 3 terms, and each of those terms match up with the category.
Okay.
It's best if we just get it
Okay,
going.
yeah, let's jump right in.
All right.
All right.
So the first one is Flash animation game, romance novel, or weird equestrian term. And then you have to match those up with these 3 words. One, they all go to like one apiece. There's not like a repeating words.
Okay.
Western pleasure, rugged rock climber, fancy pants.
Okay. I feel like I should have like a thing to write stuff down on.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Yeah.
what was
What were the
the
categories
guess?
again?
Yeah.
Flash animation game, romance novel, weird equestrian term.
All right, and the options?
Western pleasure, rugged rock climber, fancy pants, and piage.
What was the rock climber one?
Rugged
Rugged
rock
rock
climber.
climber.
And I'll take anyone's answers whenever they're ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go. No, hold on. Yeah, this is a lot harder than I thought.
I'm gonna go that the Flash game is Fancy Pants.
All right, hold on. I gotta write y'all in. That was you. Okay.
That the equestrian term is rugged rock climber, and that the romance novel is Western pleasure.
Okay.
So I'm going to go very similar to that. I'm going to do fancy pants for the flash animation and then just reverse the romance and equestrian. I think the rugged rock climber is romance, Western pleasure is the equestrian.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go rugged rock climber as the Flash game. I'm gonna put Western pleasure as the novel, and fancy pants as the equatorial term.
Okay.
I was thinking of doing fancy pants for the yes.
The winner of round number 1 is Connor with a perfect sweep.
Oh,
Western pleasure is the equestrian term, rugged rock climber for the romance novel, and fancy pants is a Flash game. Trevor, I thought you would get that.
why?
Why?
Because you played a lot of Flash games.
Like
right?
a decade and a half ago in high school.
Yeah, I remembered that.
Yeah.
Also,
Back when Fancy Pants was really
yeah.
popular.
Unlike Tom, I was prepared for this game, so I have a glossary of names if you want to know about any of these things that we talked
You
about.
just flex on Tom.
Well,
Yeah, that was aggressive.
Hey, you lose, and also I'm better at making games. Like,
I have
rude.
zero
Shots
I have
fired.
zero points right now. I'm looking for anything that I can get.
That's fair.
All right, round 2. All right.
What?
Alrighty.
I forgot about that flex on me. You got a shots fired, Noel.
All right, so this version is pretty much the same as the first version. Just match up the terms with what they are, except there are 4 per round as opposed to 3.
Okay.
I don't know if that
Okay.
makes it harder. It just makes it more.
More.
Definitely make it
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah, much harder.
All right,
Okay.
you guys ready? You got something to write on?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to figure out from these words what is a photography term, a defunct soap opera, a type of flower, and a dog breed.
Okay.
I'm confident here.
I feel okay.
I think I can get. Yeah, I can get photography. I could get dog breed.
I think this might be the easiest one.
Okay.
You guys ready for what they are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden windows, Peruvian Inca orchid, Uncle Bob, and Love in a Mist.
Okay.
I think I got it.
Whenever anyone's ready.
I guess I'll go first. I'm going to say golden window is a photography term.
Okay.
Peruvian Inca orchid is a flower.
Okay.
Uncle Bob is a dog breed.
Okay.
And Love in a Mist is a defunct soap opera.
Wonderful. All right. Anyone else ready?
Yep. I'm gonna go Golden Windows is the photo term.
Okay.
Love in a Mist is the soap opera.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the flower is Uncle Bob, and then the dog is the Peruvian Inca orchid.
Okay. Almost the same as Tom's, but
yeah, just
not
switching the
quite.
dog and the flower.
Right. Okay.
I've got the same exact thing as Tom here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it easy on my end. Congratulations, Connor.
Thank you.
You get one right.
Okay.
Damn.
Tom and Trevor, you got them all wrong.
All right, there.
So let's
Wow.
go to the
Okay.
glossary of terms. And Uncle Bob is the photography term. And it's anyone at an event that is being the photographer, but wasn't actually hired to shoot. They're just acting like it.
Ah,
Ah.
interesting.
Golden Windows was a daytime soap opera which aired on NBC from July 5th, 1954 to April 1st, 1955. Less than a year, so you know it was good. Love in a Mist is an annual garden flowering plants, also known as Devil in the Bush, which is also the subtitle to Golden Windows, the daytime soap opera. And the Peruvian Inca orchid is a hairless dog that comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and large.
Wow.
Just like fries.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that was round 1. You guys ready for the next one?
Well,
Yeah,
let's
I
do it.
guess.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and I have a total of 5 rounds, if y'all were wondering.
I was about to ask.
Yeah. All right. So for the next one, you have to figure out which is which. With all of these, an airline term. Sorry, Trevor. A Marvel superhero / supergroup.
Fuck
What?
yeah.
Just giving one to Connor?
Hey,
No, I'm not giving one to Connor. Maybe. I don't know.
I know things too.
A video game and a type of fish.
Fishy, 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 fish.
All right.
And the
Sorry, Tom. Didn't mean to.
and the terms are the irritating stick, boops boops,
What is that? Boop?
boops boops. It's BOOPS, BOOPS. The Crumb Crunchers, and the Almighty Dollar.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, this game, huh? Motherfucking game.
I think I've got my list.
All right, go for it, Tom.
Crumb Crunchers is the airline term.
Okay.
Boops Boops is the Marvel superhero.
Okay.
The Almighty Dollar is a video game. And the Irritating Stick is a fish.
Okay. Anyone else?
I don't like this one.
All right.
Yeah, they only get worse.
All right, so
Oh,
for the
God.
airline, I'm gonna go irritating stick.
Okay.
For the Marvel superhero and /or group, I'm gonna go with the Almighty Dollar.
Okay.
For the video game, I'm gonna go with the Crumb Crunchers, and fish is Boops Boops.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to go. The irritating stick is the Marvel thing.
Okay.
Boops Boops is an airline term.
Okay.
Crumb Crushers is a fish. And the Almighty Dollar is a video game.
Okay. All right, so congratulations to Connor again,
God damn it.
who had 2 of them right this time.
Yay!
Let's see which ones they were. The Crumb Crunchers are a way of describing one's children, usually someone else's, on a flight.
Ah,
So it's
that
an
makes
airline
sense.
term.
Ah.
That makes a lot of sense.
The Irritating Stick is a video game based off the Japanese game show Challengers of Fire, 1 million yen if you can do this.
Okay.
All right.
So it's a video game. Boops Boops is the Latin name for a fish commonly called a bogue, B-O-G-U-E, and it's not that important.
I
It's
knew
just
that had to be
it's
a
small
stupid fish.
And Connor, you had this one right. The Almighty Dollar is a Marvel superhero. from either a group or a comic called NFL Super Pro. The almighty dollar is actually J. Pennington Pennypacker, a mild-mannered CPA by day and costumed hero by night.
Yeah. Marvel had a whole bunch of
Yeah.
misses.
Oh, man. His tagline was that he can throw money at my problems.
So can fucking Tony Stark, and he's not stupid.
God.
All right.
Oh, that's funny. All right, round number 3. Figure out which is which from these. Trying to figure out which one is an IT tech term, or an IT term, I guess. A weird movie. A discontinued Boy Scouts merit badge.
Hmm.
And an obscure competitive sport.
Interesting.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa with muscles. Smug report. Hobby horsing. And nut culture.
What was the third one? Hobby horsing?
Hobby horsing, yep.
Oh, God.
I got
Hate
it.
it.
I think I've got my list.
All right, go for it, Tom.
All right. The IT term is smug report.
Okay.
The movie is nut culture.
Okay.
The defunct Boy Scouts merit badge is hobby horsing. And
Okay.
the sport is Santa with muscles.
Okay.
All right, I got the IT term is hobby horsing.
Okay.
The weird movie is smug report.
Okay.
The Boy Scout badge is nut culture.
Okay.
And the sport is Santa with muscles.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the IT term is Santa with muscles.
Okay.
Don't know what can refer to, but I want it to be so bad.
All right.
What's wrong with your program, Jim? It's got the Santa with muscles.
It just sounds like some really weird, obscure thing that they'd be like, "Oh, that's your problem." The movie is nut culture.
Oh God. Okay.
The Boy Scout term is hobby horsing, and the
Okay.
sport is smug report.
Yes. We have a tie here. Tom and Trevor, you get one apiece.
Hey.
I get 0.
You get 0.
I kind of knew it.
Santa with muscles is the sport.
Yeah. What were you guys thinking with that one?
I've seen people do Santa with muscles.
What's that mean?
It's like a strongman competition, but everybody dresses up like Santa.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's not what I was thinking with this, so it doesn't count.
Like, I could definitely see that. That's like the assumption I was making when I made that connection. But it was also just the last one left, and that's why that connection was made.
Right.
So yeah, a smug report is the IT term. It is a bug report submitted by a user who thinks he knows a lot more about the system's design than he really does, and he just floods the technical details with incorrect terminology.
See, I feel like I'm thinking about this too hard because, like, that immediately jumps out to me as being the IT term.
Yeah, it seems
I think
clear
you
now.
all are overthinking this.
I had smug report as the IT term.
Right. Yeah, that was the one that you got. That was
But I also got Santa with muscles as the sport.
right, but that wasn't that.
Oh,
I
it
said-
wasn't?
No.
Oh.
I don't know why y'all
Then
were
what did I
talking
get
about
right?
it so much.
I said
Uh,
it's the sport, right? And you were like, yeah.
Oh my God, that means that the Boy Scout badge is nut culture.
Well, Santa with muscles, one thing.
I mean, that makes sense.
That's the
one thing
movie,
to
isn't it?
another. It's a Christmas time and evil multi-million. Oh, that's the tagline. It's Christmas time and an evil multimillionaire accidentally hits his head, only to be convinced by a fiendish elf that he is Santa Claus. It also stars Hulk Hogan.
See, that's the one that sounds the most. That's the one that sounds the most like a movie. And like,
Yeah.
I was thinking like you were really trying to throw us because all of these are going to be exactly what you think they would be, isn't it?
Yeah, which includes nut culture, which is a badge that you that you would get, and oh man, I think they discontinued it in like the early '60s. But it involves the practice of budding, grafting, layering, growth of seedlings of the pecan, Persian walnut, almond, hazel, black chestnut, black walnut, butternut, hickory, and Japanese walnut.
That's what I get for trying to think outside the box.
Yeah.
And hobby horsing is just the act of riding a rudimentary toy horse around a stage. In a competitive manner.
way. Okay.
Yeah.
God.
So I don't know. When I was like 15, my grandmother was like,
oh
Where's
no,
this
Tom,
going?
I'm gonna feel so bad.
my grandmother was like, "Hey, I was at the Goodwill or whatever wherever, and I saw these Boy Scout merit badge books, so I got them for you." And I shit you not, one of them was nuclear engineering.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which I was like, these are all defunct. Like this doesn't do anything for me. And she was like, you could just be grateful and say thank you, like that I bought you these gifts. I was like, these gifts that have inaccurate information from defunct Boy Scout merit badges? Like
One of the badges that I stumbled on was commodity purchasing. It was just basically shopping.
Prepping them to be on Price is Right.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alrighty.
All right, ready for the 4th out of 5 rounds?
Yeah.
sure.
All right. Which one is which? An original name for a famous band. Maybe not the original name. It was one of the passed over options that they were thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
A shitty Broadway musical. The name of a city. And an obscure cocktail.
I feel like I should do okay with this one.
I feel that way at the start of every round.
Yeah.
Well-
Fuck this game.
I've gotten 1 out of 12.
See, now you know how I feel. All right. Guys ready?
Yeah.
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 The Moose Murders. St. Louis Duhaha. On a Friday. And the Prairie Oyster. God, I'm so good at finding phrases that kind of sound exactly the same.
It was the St. Louis Duhaha.
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 And then what was the one after that?
What was the one after that? Which I read them in different orders all the time because I only have the answer key in front of me.
So I have Moose Murders,
Okay.
St. Louis du Haha.
Yeah.
And then one, and then Prairie Oyster.
Oh, okay. So the one you're missing is On a Friday.
All right.
God.
I guess I have my list. I'm gonna say that the famous band
I'm loving this.
was On a Friday.
Okay.
The musical is Moose Murders. The city is Prairie Oysters.
Oh, okay.
And the cocktail is the St. Louis Duhaha.
Okay.
I really hope that there's not a city called Prairie Oysters. But
You see,
All
I
right.
never back checked. These were only the things I was thinking about.
I'm gonna go with the band name is On a Friday.
Okay.
Broadway is St. Louis Duhaha.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the city is Moose Murders,
Okay.
and the cocktail is Prairie Oyster.
Okay. Trevor.
Shit, I'm moving all my stuff around. I'm lost here. Hold on. Okay. All right. Fuck it. So I'm gonna say that the band is St. Louis du Haha.
Okay.
The musical is On a Friday. The city is Prairie Oysters. And
Okay.
the cocktail is Moose Murder.
All right. Wonderful. Okay, we have a tie, but it's a different tie than the tie before. Tom and Connor both got 2 apiece.
all right.
I don't know what that means for the scoring. We'll figure it out when we're done. Let's see what they got right.
Is it points? All points added up, or is it like
Rounds
rounds that you've won?
We'll see. I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out.
It's your game.
Yeah. How did we do it before? Did anyone else
It's
listen?
your game.
It's your game, dude.
Just make a decision.
Yeah.
Pick one.
You know what? Let's just do total things correct. Not rounds, but like
Okay.
boop,
I
boop,
feel like
boop,
that's
boop,
probably
yeah.
the easiest way to do it.
So
Yeah.
I'm at
Yeah.
3 and Connor's at 4 then.
Yes.
I've got one.
Trevor, you
Plus-
are correct there. Tom's got 4. Connor's got
I think I have
no.
5.
Connor has 5.
Yeah, I have 5.
Yeah.
The second round, I got 2 right.
Great.
Yes. All right. So.
Wait, did I get any right in this last round?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Well, let's see what they are. On a Friday, a band forms in 1985. They would later become to known as Radiohead.
I knew that.
Yeah, I was worried about that. The Moose Murders is a play by Arthur Bicknell. Hey, Bicknell. Right? Didn't you do a Bicknell game, Trevor?
Bechdel.
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 Yeah.
Man, that's not the same guy.
No.
But the Moose Murders
Very
is a
different person.
Wildly different.
The Moose Murders is a notorious flop. It is now widely considered the standard of awfulness against which
my
all
God.
Broadway failures are judged.
Wow. That's impressive.
And its name has become synonymous with those distinctively bad Broadway plays which open and close on the same night. It had one single performance, excluding its 13 previews at the O'Neill Theater in 1983. And Saint Louis du Ha is a town in Quebec near the St. Lawrence River in Canada. And the Prairie Oyster is I guess it's a cocktail.
I know it's a food.
It's not that. I guess it's not a cocktail. It's just a beverage, actually, but consisting of a raw egg, Worcestershire sauce, vinegar and/or hot sauce, table salt, and ground black pepper. Which is weird because I got it from a cocktail website.
So it's just a spicy egg.
But it's called a beverage, so I'm wondering how much Worcestershire sauce they actually put in it.
Too much.
Too much.
God. I'm so bad at this.
I love to just hear your grunts and thinkings out loud.
All right, so I only have 3 right now, right? I had 2 that round and 1 the round before.
Hold on, let me check. Altogether, Tom, you do have 3. No, you have 4.
Oh, I do have 4. Okay.
Yeah. Trevor, you have 1, and Connor has 5.
So I could
So
win.
I'm still in strength.
You
I could
Dylan.
tie.
can tie.
Here comes the perfect score.
Okay.
I'm going to nail this one.
All right, last round. Here we go. You're going to figure out a type of marine animal, a make and model of a car, an anime/manga title. Manga?
Manga, I think.
Manga. Okay.
Manga.
Is it really?
Oh, God. Trevor, what do you think?
It's both.
I always thought it was manga.
I mean, I have a master's degree in comic books.
You have to say them
No.
both back to back
That
every
doesn't
time.
I'm not arguing. I'm just
That doesn't count, Tom.
saying. I thought it was always. I just thought that's what it was. But
And
okay.
the last one is a weird shade of color, or a weird name of a shade of color.
So this is for Tom. This is the
Yeah.
Tom round.
God damn it. I need a perfect score.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, don't count your chickens, folks.
I'm counting your chickens.
Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
leave my chickens out of it.
All right, it's Fish,
Rude.
Dragon Ball Z. Imagine if I just did that. All right, here we go. The terms are Wonderpuss, Great Wall Wingle, Bo, and Lauren's Surprise.
Lauren's Surprise.
Yes.
Lauren or Lawrence?
Lauren apostrophe S.
The Great Wall Wingle? Was that what it was?
Wingle.
Great Wall Wingle.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And then Wonderpuss. And then Bo.
God, I don't like this one.
I hate it.
Every single one of these doesn't match with any of the other ones.
Yep.
I love it.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't like it
Go
though.
for it, Connor, whenever you're ready.
So the marine animal is the bo.
Okay.
The car, just because I ran out of other options, is the Great Wall Wingle.
Okay.
The anime is Wonderpuss,
Okay.
and the color is, you said it's Lauren's apostrophe S surprise, right?
A surprise for Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren's surprise is the color.
Okay.
I'm very similar to Connor.
Right.
I've got that the animal is the bo.
Okay.
The car is Lauren's surprise.
Okay.
The anime is Wonderpuss, and the color is the Great Wall Wingle.
Okay. All of these options are just equally as funny as the actual options.
So, I hate my answers. I think that the marine animal is Lauren's surprise.
Okay.
I think the car is the Wonderpuss.
Okay.
The anime is the bo.
Okay.
And the color is Great Wall Wingle.
Okay. Let me just tally up all the votes or the points here. Trevor, you come in third with 2, so you did get 1 correct on the last round. Congratulations.
Balls.
Tom, you come in
Phew.
second with a final tally of 4. You did not get any right on the last round.
I got
Sure.
And congratulations,
5%.
Connor, with the winner. You got 2 right in the
10%.
last round and just solidified the victory.
Yay!
All right, now which is actually which? The Wonderpuss is just a species of octopus with a distinct white and rusty brown coloration, but they can actually change the color more extreme and vividly than most other octopuses. So that's why it's called Wonderpuss.
Huh.
The Great Wall Wingle is a model of pickup truck that has been manufactured by the Chinese company Great Wall Motors since 2006.
Yes! God damn it.
The original Wingle was renamed to Wingle 3 with the introduction of the newer model Wingle 5 and Wingle 6. Oh, and Wingle 7.
Okay.
Yeah. And Bo is a Japanese comedy manga series published from 2001 to 2005. It has a sequel called Shinsetsu Bo. And there's a 76 episode anime TV series adapted from this that ran for 2 years, from 2003 to 2005. And Lauren's surprise is the color. I was trying to figure it out on the hex and the RGBs, but since I'm colorblind, I can only describe it as a very light blue-gray lavender, but with blue instead of purple. The RGB, if you're wondering, is 212, 229, and 231. So congratulations, Connor.
Whee!
God.
On
That was
that,
a
Damn.
grueling one for all of us.
on that one, I was like, I'm pretty sure Bo was a manga. I think I remember this, and I have read this manga.
Have you really?
Yes, parts of it. But I was just like, well, and I think the Wallwingle's a car, but no, that would mean that all of these go straight across. Noel didn't read it in
Yeah.
order. But you did, you son of a bitch. You read it in order.
I knew just because I did such a great job of messing myself up in the previous rounds, I could just make it easy for this time. Oh, yes.
God
and that
damn,
is
I
gonna
did
do it
so
for the
bad.
vacation.
Yeah, that ties us
Yeah.
all up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
we still get an
will
episode
be-
next week. That's
yeah,
going to
we'll
be
returning as normal.
not
No.
quite.
No.
Well,
So it's gonna be a season 2 look ahead / Noel buys us all pizza / Connor's birthday / we all black out.
Yeah.
I
Um,
thought there was an original episode
no.
on top of all that.
Oh, God.
No.
Okay.
No.
No, that was way too much.
No, we're gonna get real drunk.
Yeah, it's gonna
God.
be messy, and the editing is not gonna be good because I'm not gonna put much effort in if it's real sloppy. So
Well, and you're going to be
bonus
hungover,
episode.
so...
It is a bonus
Yeah.
episode.
Okay.
it is. It's a bonus look ahead / eat pizza,
Yeah.
get drunk.
We're
It's
going
a
to have spent a
sloppy-
quarter of a
a-
season not
Yeah.
doing a season.
A sloppy series celebration.
Yes.
With pizza.
All right. Well, it was pretty fun to sort of look back at the at the previous season, play a couple games we'd played previously.
Yeah.
Particularly enjoyed getting to play my own game.
Yeah, I like that too. Even
It was
though
fun.
you won yours and I didn't win mine.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fake ads?
Yeah, we should jump into some fake ads.
Yeah, let's do that.
This episode of the Never Games is brought to you by Steak. I'm gonna get it in my belly, and I'm really excited about it. That's
Today's
it.
episode of the Never Games is also brought to you by pancakes. Do you just hate that feeling after you do push-ups or you go for a run where you're tired, but you feel fulfilled and accomplished? Try pancakes for the exact opposite feeling. Go to pan.cake.s.com today for recipes and more information.
Wait, can we buy that? Buy that URL?
No.
Let's not.
This-
Cake.s.com.
We'll put it as a Patreon tier.
Yeah.
This site can't be reached.
Somebody can buy it for us.
I think there's too many dots.
It's a lot of dots.
It's
not how
so
the
many
dots work.
dots.
You would know, computer boy.
Yes.
Wow. Good
Computer
one.
I don't
boy
know why that's
versus
an
the
attack.
almighty dollar.
Yeah. Today's episode is also brought to you by Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob's going to show up at your wedding with his iPad, trying to take pictures of everybody. You don't want to be there when he breaks out the iPad and starts telling people to stand in a certain order. Hey, Uncle Bob, this is not the prom. I should not be grabbing Aunt Margie by the waist. If you see Uncle Bob, stay away. But, Uncle Bob, thank you for sponsoring our podcast.
Today's episode is also brought to you by St. Louis du Haha, the perfect city to visit on a Friday after you watch the Moose Murders, just to refresh yourself with a prairie oyster. And don't worry, if you have a date, we have many hotels where you can get the Wonderpuss. Just make sure it's
Yeah,
Santa
that sounds a
with
lot
muscles.
worse than you made it so much worse.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's an octopus, by the way, guys.
it is.
If you're just tuning into the
Nothing
end of the
else.
episode,
Yeah, that'd be a weird time to tune in.
But if you didn't do that
Yeah.
and you listen to the whole thing,
There you have it. This has been a wonderful sort of vacation humor series that we've been going on. And yeah, next week the sloppy, whatever I said earlier, episode is going down. Make sure you like, follow us, and subscribe wherever you can find podcasts. That includes Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Spotify. Even if you just like us, it really helps a lot. More than you know, so we really appreciate it.
if you really like us, then you can donate some money to the cause and allow us to continue to make really funny, silly episodes each week. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/thenevergames. Subscribe if you'd like to. There's a whole bunch of tiers there, ranging anywhere from a sticker in the mail to running your own game of direct sales disasters. You can even get a mason jar full of our air. So we would appreciate that greatly, and we will use it to bring you more content.
And we love our fans, and we want to hear from you. If you've got game ideas, if you just want to chat, if you have questions, you have comments, you have games that you'd like us to play, or you just really want to know why was that game so hard, Noel? Why? just why? You can email us at hello@thenevergames.com. We love getting emails, and we respond to every single one we get.
That'd be the worst. If we got that email,
Dear Noel, why?
The only way to respond to it was because if I made it easier, I thought it would be easier. I didn't want it to be easier.
Anyway, go check out our website as well, thenevergames.com. Find all of our episodes, interact with other fans, find out what we've been into, because we have all of our Multimedia Minute topics up there. And check out the scoreboard. We've got Season 2 coming up right around the corner. Season 1 scoreboard will be there, but you can check out all the new fun stats. Season 2 will have, like, how many times Noel's come in second.
Yeah, finally some recognition.
Just Noel, though. We're not going to track anybody else.
Yeah.
We'll also be introducing RBIs, so that'll change the league forever.
You can also find all of the music from all of our episodes at the website. Season 2 is going to have a whole new theme song, so look forward to that. But you can find all of Good Damn It's music at thenevergames.com. Good Damn It is me playing all of the music except for the drums, and then Noel does the drums. The end.
Yes.
The end.
I don't end.
Yes. Thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by. On behalf of Noel McInnes, I am Noel McInnes. I'm throwing y'all for a loop.
Yep.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
On behalf of Tom O'Brien, I am Connor Provost.
No.
I never meant for this to happen.
On behalf of Abraham Lincoln, I am George Washington, filling in for Tom O'Brien.
I anything can't do right because pickles. And I'm Connor Provost.
Oh, God. And this Never Games has been Dewey Never Games. Almost been has.
Sometimes.
Be do.
This has been the Never Games. Do we play games?
Almost never.
This has been a Cigarbox Studios production.
Yeah, I think we've got to stick with the structure.
Yeah.
That's it. The aliens come next. So then, so it's not a board game anymore.